Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to look at how we can get real work done using a transistor. In our previous videos we already talked about why transistors are important and how to identify the pin's collector, base and emitter. If you haven't watched those yet, make sure to check them out first, they'll help you understand this video better. Now let's dive into today's topic. What exactly can we do with a transistor? We already know that transistors can be used as a switch and also as an amplifier. Let's see exactly how that works and how it's useful in real-world projects. A transistor has 3 pins. Base, this is the control pin. Collector, this is where current comes in. Emitter, this is where current flows out. When a small current flows into the base, it allows a larger current to flow from collector to emitter. This is how the transistor does useful work. It takes a small signal or trigger and allows a much bigger current to flow through the load. Using transistor as a switch. Let's think about you want to control 12V motor using Arduino. But there's a problem, is Arduino only gives 5V output with very low current. Not enough to power the motor directly. So we need a way to control higher voltage and current using Arduino's limited output. The solution is use a transistor as a switch. This allows a small control signal from the Arduino to turn on or off a larger power source to run the motor. Alright. First up, let's check out what components we need to build this circuit. NPN transistor. 1N4007 diode. 12-volt motor. 12-volt power supply. 1K resistor. Arduino or any microcontroller. Connect the motor's positive terminal to the 12-volt of your power supply. Connect the motor's negative terminal to the collector of the transistor. Connect the emitter of the transistor to ground. Add a diode across the motor terminals. This protects the circuit from voltage spikes. Connect a 1K resistor between the Arduino digital output pin and the base of the transistor. When the Arduino sends a signal to the transistor's base, a small current flows into the base. This switches the transistor on, allowing the 12-volt power to flow through the motor. The motor runs. When the Arduino stops sending a signal, the transistor cuts off the motor. Because there's no current flowing to the base. Here's the circuit diagram. The motor won't run just by connecting this circuit to the Arduino board. This is just a basic example. I'll make a full video on Arduino later. Using this method, you can power the motor on and off with just a switch instead of an Arduino. Let's check out how to control an LED bulb with this setup. If you're using a 12-volt LED bulb for this, just remove the motor and the diode and swap them out with the 12-volt LED bulb instead. But if you are using an LED bulb rated for less than 12 volts, make sure to add a resistor. Otherwise, it might burn out since it can't handle the full 12 volt. We can use a transistor to turn any device on or off. It's not just DC devices. With the right setup, you can even turn AC devices on and off using a transistor. AC circuits can be dangerous if not handled properly, so stay tuned. I'll be doing a separate video just on that. Using transistor as an amplifier. Amplification simply means making a weak signal stronger. A microphone produces a very tiny electrical signal when you speak into it. But it's too small to drive a speaker. So we use an amplifier to boost it. Now let's see how to use a transistor as an amplifier. Common emitter amplifier. The audio signal passes through the capacitor into the base. The transistor boosts it and sends it out through the collector. The speaker plays the amplified sound. A capacitor is used in a transistor amplifier to let AC signals pass through while blocking DC voltages. This helps keep the transistor's bias stable and ensures clean signal amplification. If you learned something new, make sure to like and subscribe. And hit that bell so you never miss an update. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. See you in the next video. Take care.